And at 6 feet 6 inches and 265 pounds, born on May 14, 1989, in Amherst, New York, graduate of the University of Arizona, and played tight end for the New England Patriots. Until retiring before the 2019 season, he later came out of retirement to join Tom Brady in 2020 with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, winner of 3 Super Bowl championships and 4 All-Pro selections. He is also the youngest player with 3 touchdown receptions at age 21 during a game against the Steelers. In 2016, his net worth was approximately $24 million. It's Robert Gronkowski. No, not the racehorse, the football player he was named after. Gronkowski, also known as Gronk, is of Polish descent and was born to parents Gordon Gronkowski and Diane Walters, who later divorced in 2008. His father, Gordon, was football guard for Syracuse University from 1977 to 1981. He later founded and now operates a chain of gym equipment stores. His mother, on the other hand, had the toughest job of all. She was a stay-at-home mom raising not 2, not 3, but 5 rambunctious little rugrats: Chris, Glenn, Dan, Rob, and Gordy Jr., who are all football players. She told Naples Daily News in an article that they were literally handfuls. They, quote, played baseball, football, basketball, and hockey, but they also skied, had paper routes, fought like bear cubs, and ate like them too, end quote. When asked about his mother, Rob's brother Chris said, quote, "When you see someone raising one kid, you wonder, how could you possibly raise 5 animals? She had no help. No one wanted to watch us. We had one babysitter, a couple times. Then she was out. Then another. It was like a revolving door until we ran out of them," end quote. Chris and Rob remember testing their mother's patience on a daily basis. Chris started recalling his childhood with his brother in an interview, quote, "She had a plastic spoon. It was rock hard and she used to spank us with it. As Rob got older, he laughed when he got spanked. He loved pain. Then he reached back, grabbed her hands and drive her crazy," end quote. Rob is described by his mother as a class clown who was always goofing around in his younger days. She goes on to say that he could never sit still. His brothers would often laugh at him, cheering him on, and he'd do it more and more. Growing up in Buffalo, Rob played hockey until the age of 14 and later switched over to basketball. He attended Williamsville Hills High School and later transferred to Woodland Hills High School. Upon moving to Pittsburgh, he cited math as his best subject and English as his worst. After graduating from Woodland Hills in 2007 with a 3.75 GPA and an SAT score of 1,560. He went on to play college football at the University of Arizona, where he also majored in pre-business. In the 2010 NFL draft pick, the Patriots drafted him in the 2nd round, no doubt because of his impressive 18.8 yards per reception average. He signed a 4-year contract on July 25, 2010, a deal worth $4.4 million with a $1.76 million signing bonus. In 2004, Rob had his jaw replaced after linebacker Eric Berry broke it during a game. Later on January 21, 2018, during the AFC Championship game versus the Jacksonville Jaguars, he suffered a concussion on a 21-yard reception and was put on a concussion protocol and did not return to the game. He was cleared from his concussion just in time to play in the 52nd Super Bowl against the Philadelphia Eagles, and in the closing seconds attempted to catch a Hail Mary pass, but failed, and the Patriots lost 33-41. In 2018, the Patriots agreed to trade Gronkowski to the Detroit Lions in the offseason, but the deal fell through after Rob vetoed it. On April 24, 2018, Rob met with his head coach Bill Belichick and later accounted his return to the season. In the opening game that season against the Houston Texans, Rob had 7 receptions for 123 yards and 1 touchdown in a 27-20 victory. In the next 6 games, his total receptions were 22 for 325 yards with no touchdowns. In Week 12, in a game against the New York Jets, he made his second touchdown of the season. Rob is one of the NFL's most popular players with his charming personality and his skill and natural talent. He has set several NFL records, which include being the only one of his position to ever lead the league in receiving touchdowns in 2011. He also holds the most career postseason receiving yards by a tight end at 1,163, the only tight end in NFL history to reach 1,000 or more yards. Athletic greatness no doubt runs in his family, as his brother Dan was selected in the 2009 NFL Draft and played for a period of 5 years, and his great-grandfather Ignatius, or Iggy Gronkowski, was a member of the 1924 US Olympic cycling team in Paris and held 5 world records in the sport. But on March 24, 2019, at 29 years old and after 9 long seasons, Rob announced his retirement from the NFL via Instagram. He later elaborated on the reason 5 months later, saying, quote, "I was not in a good place. Football was bringing me down, and I didn't like it. I was losing that joy in life. I could play right now if I wanted to play. I'm feeling good. Physically, I could do it. Mentally wise, desire wise, it's not there. I am very satisfied with where I am in life right now. I truly believe going through those tough times, 9 years on the field, has brought me to this point. I believe I'm on the right path in life." End quote. After getting some much needed rest and mental rejuvenation, he came out of retirement after only 1 year. On April 21st, 2020, the Patriots, still having Gronkowski's rights, traded him to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This trade reunited him with his former Patriots quarterback Tom Brady, who signed with the Buccaneers a month before, continuing their bromance. Tom Brady describes him as, quote, "one of a kind person, player and friend. He's one of the most positive people I have ever been around, and he loves to have fun. What you see is what you get, and whether he's dancing, singing, laughing, or spiking, he is true to himself." End quote. Buccaneer coach Bruce Arians stated that it was due to Brady's unshakable resolve that the team traded for Rob. The NFL Supernova is often praised for his versatility, having both the catching dexterity of a wide receiver and the blocking skills of an offensive lineman. Along with the other greats like Shaquille O'Neal and LeBron James, he is considered to be one of the most physically gifted athletes in American sports history. Known for his bubbly personality, he's known for the revival of the spike as a touchdown celebration, making it his own and rebranding it the Gronk Spike. This old star has also kept himself busy off the field. In July 2015, he co-wrote a memoir called It's Good to Be a Gronk with Jason Rosenhaus. It later became a New York bestseller. He also enjoys partying and stated that it improved his abilities on the field, asserting that when going out, he was able to get refreshed and making him long to get back on the field and train harder. Rob has not only appeared on television, but also in print and online advertisements such as Nike, Dunkin' Donuts, Cheerios, and JetBlue, just to name a few. And after the success of his own cereal brand Gronk Flakes in 2012, PLB Sports released Gronk's Hot Sauce in 2015. Then the energy drink Gronk was distributed by Coca-Cola. In August 2019, he publicly credited CBD oil for making him pain-free for the first time in a decade, and has prompted sports governing agents to allow players to use it for pain management. This hunky football player has been featured on the covers of GQ, ESPN The Magazine, ESPN The Body Issue, Sports Illustrated, and Muscle and Fitness. He is also the inspiration of an erotica novel called A Gronking to Remember, written by Lacey Noonan. He even read it out loud on Jimmy Kimmel Live. Rob has also appeared as fictionalized versions of himself in the 2015 film Entourage, a 2017 episode of Family Guy titled Gronkowski's, and has had many roles in crime drama thrillers such as American Violence. The Gronk also participated as the White Tiger on the 3rd season of Fox's The Masked Singer. I saw that episode, and with his rendition of Vanilla Ice's Ice Ice Baby, let me tell you, if he ever wants a career change, he can definitely make it as a performer. Anyway, in 2017, his little boy wish came true, and as a long-life wrestling fan, Rob made a cameo appearance during Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royale at WrestleMania 33. He later hosted WrestleMania 36, which aired in April of this year and won the WWE 24/7 Championship on the second day of the event. He eventually lost the title to R-Truth on June 1st, 2020, after being honored by being the longest reigning champion of the title. The Gronk, as tough as the name sounds, is really just a big teddy bear. He set up the Gronk Nation Youth Foundation, which is dedicated to helping kids stay actively involved in school and sports while providing them with the tools they need to help them follow their dreams and live a happy and more successful life. Rob has also helped the Make-A-Wish Foundation and annually shapes his head for the One Mission bus for kids with cancer. I know, he sounds perfect. Sorry ladies, this bachelor is off the market as of 2015 by model Camille Costet. The two met at a Patriots charity event on Thanksgiving in 2013 and currently live together in Foxborough, Massachusetts. At the core, the Gronk is just an average Joe. He watches his money, cuts coupons, and waits for the buy one get one free deals. In his book, Rob says he has never used his NFL contract money and lives off of his endorsements and TV commercials. He played for the New England Patriots. She was born in Yate, England. Our next star is one of our personal favorites.
Who?
Can you guess who the f*** is that again?